Although I absolutely love the summertime, it is notorious for itchy bug bites, sneezy noses, and watery eyes. And, of course, tall grasses hosting one of my least favorite crawling creatures. You know what they are, ticks. But that doesn't mean that the solution is to stay inside to avoid these unpleasant experiences. Nature is more beautiful than words can describe this time of year. And sometimes all we need is the right tools to help us through the difficult aspects of this beautiful season. Alright, so today we're going to be making a natural summer medicine cabinet. First on the list we have a stinging nettle tincture, which is great for seasonal allergies and hay fever. And then we're going to be making a bug bite, anti-itch, poison ivy cream. And last of all, we're going to be making a tick repellent. So if any of this sounds interesting to you, be sure to stay tuned and we're going to get started. Alright, so we're going to start off today by making our stinging nettle tincture. I actually started this a few weeks ago and then I'm going to pick it back up. But this is so simple. You're going to add 1/2 cup of the dried stinging nettle herb to a pint jar. I'll link below where I purchased that herb from. And then you're going to top that off with 1 cup of vodka and 1/3 cup of grain alcohol. The grain alcohol is optional, but it does make the tincture a little stronger. Then you're just going to top that off with a lid and let it set for 3 weeks. After those 3 weeks, just remove the lid and strain the liquid. I like to do this by lining a bowl with a piece of muslin fabric. You don't want to use cheesecloth because it would be too wide of a weave and the herb would just go right through. But just use a piece of muslin cloth over a bowl and strain that right through there. You'll want to squeeze it out to get all of that liquid. Then you can just store it in a glass bottle. I really like to use amber bottles because they block out the light, and you can actually just leave this on your shelf for up to 7 years. It has a very long shelf life. Be sure to check out the blog post at almostheavenhomesteading.com. I'll have that linked below for any dosage information that you would need on this. Moving on next, we're going to be making our bug bite poison ivy anti-itch cream. This is so effective, so moisturizing, and so soothing. We're going to start by combining 2 tablespoons of coconut oil, 2 tablespoons of shea butter, and 2 tablespoons of cacao butter. If you have a double boiler, go ahead and just put this in the top of the double boiler. I don't, so I'm just going to put it in a glass bowl, and I'll be placing the glass bowl over just a stock pot. And I'm just going to have a makeshift double boiler that way, but we do want to get this melted and combined. So once you have those 3 ingredients combined, just place your double boiler or your makeshift double boiler like I have right here over your stovetop at medium heat, and you'll just want to stir this really frequently just so everything is getting nice and combined. Once it's melted, just remove it and add in your essential oils. We're going to be doing 10 drops each of chamomile, tea tree, lavender, and geranium. Once you have those oils in there, you're just going to let it cool. I didn't show this, but I actually put mine in the fridge. It helped it to cool much faster. Once it's cool, you'll know that it's ready to go because it's turned much more opaque and lighter colored than the transparent color that it is when it's melted. Go ahead and beat it with your hand mixer so that it gets nice and creamy, and then we're going to add in 1 teaspoon of baking soda. This is going to help dry up bug bites and poison ivy. It's really an integral ingredient. After that, we're going to whip it again really good so everything is just combined and creamy, and then we're just going to store it in a glass jar and it's ready to go. It does not take much of this at all on your bug bite or poison ivy. You'll probably actually have this jar for probably years. I will have the products linked below that I used for this just in case you want to check that out. Finally on the list is an all-natural, safe, chemical-free tick repellent. I don't know if you're like me, but I hate those creatures getting on my skin, and especially if they get stuck. So we're going to try to keep those from even getting on us by making this tick repellent. I'm going to take about 5 or 6 catnip leaves and add 2 cups of water to a saucepan, and I'm just going to put that over medium heat and let it come to a boil. After that has come to a boil, I'm gonna add 2 more cups of water just to cool it down so I can work with it. And don't forget to strain out the leaves, of course. Then we'll add in 1/4 cup of witch hazel and 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. Then we're gonna come back over to our essential oils and grab a few of those to add in. We're just gonna add 5 or 6 drops each of lavender, cedarwood, peppermint, thyme, and lemon. Now I know some of these ingredients are not really all that common, like the catnip leaves, or maybe you don't have all of those essential oils. Honestly, every one of these ingredients, except the water of course, is very anti-tick. It would make a good tick repellent. So if you don't have every single one of these ingredients, you can still make this. If you have 1 or 2 missing, it's gonna be fine. It's still gonna do the job. But of course it's gonna be the most potent if you do have all of these ingredients. So we're just gonna stir all of those up, and we're just gonna add them to a bottle like everything else, shake it up really well, and you have your all-natural, safe, chemical-free tick repellent. Well, I hope you all found this video to be helpful, and I hope you decide to add some of these remedies to your own natural summer medicine cabinet. If you all have some natural summer remedies that you like, leave those in the comments below so that we can all learn from each other. That is all for today. I would love if you would consider subscribing and liking this video and even sharing with your friends. And until next time, I'll see you all then.